Hey all, it's Dan, Numerical Lion, and doing a deco while I'm eating. This is a spur of the moment thing. I just got this grander. Pick up a grander if you get a chance. It's amazing. It energizes everything you're eating, and I energized all my food. And there's an electrical charge through all of my food. It's amazing. This is a wooden device. It's got copper tubing in it. You put anything on it, and it can become energized. So anyway, my friend was telling me that she went to Rye, New Hampshire, telling me all the interesting things about Rye, New Hampshire. Um, Here's the sunset or the sunrise. That's their town thing. About Rye. Let's look at Rye. Has a total area of 35.5 square miles. 64. So 64.45% of it is wetland or marsh. Just check out the geometry of this whole thing, their whole address. Wow, interesting numbers here. 480, like Freemason 480. 228, like United States of America, like death in Sumerian. 206, like sacrifice in Jewish, or 26, the God number. Not 55. If that's prime, it's 102nd prime. Interesting. So if we just say Rye, New Hampshire, or town of Rye, New Hampshire, that's another significant numbers here. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry here. 118, that death number. 280 or 28. 28, a perfect number. If we just say town of Rye, 39, like Masonry. 51, like Freemason. 141, if you write out 33. I could just say Rye 33, and back to the 48. The whole thing equaled 48, right? The whole zip code. So 48 and 33, 21, a Saturn number. 33, of course, that number. You just say Rye NH. 34, like murder. Like pandemic, they went during the pandemic, right? The coronavirus, they went there, went to the beach. My friend and her friend. If you write out Rye, New Hampshire equals 89. Oh, she's 41 years old. Just that little organic 179, the 41st prime number. So that's interesting. And it's funny, she just texted me too. Also 89 books in the gospel. 89 is a special number. It's a prime number and a Fibonacci number. The 11th Fibonacci and the 24th prime. Also 199, this number of sacrifice, and 73, interesting. 199, the 46th prime number. There you go. Sacrifice 46. Also very Catholic. Catholic 46. 73. Let's look at who discovered Rye. Oh, history. 73, 21st prime, right? Like Rye. So let's look at Rye some more. Maybe Wikipedia. Trying to get away from Wikipedia, but it's so easy. but you should really cross-reference your sources. Population 5,298. So the first settlement in New Hampshire, let's see if you can read this. Zoom in. Established in 1623 at O'Diarn's Point by a group of fishermen led by David Thompson. So O'Diarn's Point. So now it's a state park near Portsmouth. So the O'Diarne family. That's why it's named O'Diarn's Point. So let's take a look at that. To the calculator. Thank God for a copy and paste. Take out that. Ooh, look at that. I mean, 74, right? That number, gematria, occult, number of the gang. Also 83 like murder. 178 like Kabbalah. 70 we saw before. Or did we see 70 before? I know we saw it. I know I saw it. Oh, Rye NH is 70. Right? And O'Diarn's Point. So a very significant number. Let's check out this family, the O'Diarn family, O'Diarno. Probably pronouncing it wrong. 44 and 80, 37. 44 like kill, like military. Established by David Thompson, first non-native settler of New Hampshire. Wow. David Thompson, first non-native settler of New Hampshire. Very interesting. Thompson, 70, just like Rye NH. Right? This is one of the first places they came down, apparently. Also 65. Thompson, I know, is 33. Up and 48, like Rye NH. Also 39 in there. Wow. Interesting. Also 120 to 12. Very interesting about Mr. Thompson. So it was abandoned in favor of the Strawberry Bank, which became Portsmouth. The first settler in present-day Rye was probably William Berry. So let's check out William Berry. See his gematria. You know, 66, like Rye. 33, you know. Number of propaganda here. Freemason, 66. Chapters of Revelation, number of the beast, 66. Last name, 32. 67, like Freemason. Sacrifice, America, 32. All right. So the first settlement was called the Penanaway Plantation. Let's look at that. 73. We were just talking about that number. Number of Mason, also 73. What else was 73? Oh, Rye New Hampshire, 73. So, also 89, Rye New Hampshire, 89, and Panaway Plantation, 98, the reflection thereof. So, anyway, my friend went, when did she go? Yesterday, I think. I think it was yesterday. I want to say yesterday. The 25th, which was actually pretty nice out. So let's look at more about Rye, New Hampshire. She said they went by the neighborhoods and the houses, the mansions, one spectacular mansion, huge house after another. Very rich town, apparently. Incorporated in 1785, founded in 1623. So prior to its incorporation in 1726 as the parish of Newcastle, Rye was called Sandy Beach. So let's look at that gematria. Original names, and they carry a vibration. 37, 46. Talking about that number 46 before. Sandy Beach, 46. Also 188, Bavarian Illuminati, 188. We were talking about 46 before in relationship to, I think it was, Rye, New Hampshire, 199, the 46th prime. Sandy Beach, 46, also 37, the reflection of 73. Rye, New Hampshire, 73, right? What it used to be called as well, Panaway Plantation. So that's what it used to be called. You can look at its coordinates as well. Look at that, 43 degrees and 70 degrees west. 70, Rye equals 70, Rye, New Hampshire. No, Rye, New Hampshire, I think. Rye, NH equals 70. Yeah. And it's located at 7 degrees and 43, the reflection of 34. Also, that's a Masonic number. These places are named and incorporated and founded accordingly. So, it's a Board of Selectmen. Let's look at Philip D. Winslow. He's the chairman of the Selectmen, the supposed government of Rye, New Hampshire. Philip D. Winslow. Ritual number here, 81. Freemasonic, 189. Wow, he's got it in both ciphers. Freemasonic. It's 189. And he's got it, oops, not Freemason, Freemasonic. I think it's also Resurrection or something. Resurrection. Oh, I'm thinking maybe Reincarnation. I could be way off base, but it's something like that. Reincarnation. No, not the Reincarnation. Resurrection. So Winslow, 74, right? Good old 74, 115, Masonic. Same numbers we were talking about, 38, gematria, murder, death, killing. Yeah, he's got Masonic numbers, that's for sure, Winslow. And 36.7 square miles of territory, 367. I don't know if that's prime or not. Can check it out here. 367, not working. Number Empire. Number Empire. For those that are interested, I'm off OkCupid. I don't know if you saw that. 367. I am off OkCupid. It's a waste of time, but it's the 73rd prime. Holy cats. I mean, can you see this? 367, the 73rd prime, and we were just talking about that number 367. Right? The 73rd prime, and it's 36.7 square miles. That's crazy, and it's the 73rd prime, and Rye, New Hampshire equals 73. Do you realize how crazy that is? Unbelievable. What a coincidence. I mean, is that a coincidence? It can't be. So here's the census. Had 865 people in 1790, went up a little bit in 1800. Kind of was about the same for many years. Actually went down in 1870, went slightly up, went down again in 1890. 1900 was basically 1,000, and then from 1950 to 60, it jumped from 1,982 to 3,244. It jumped like 2,000 people in 1960, and then it's kind of remained the same, gone up a little bit. Went up 1,000 here. 19. Oh, well, I already covered that. Jesus. So 2.7% is what? I don't know. So let's look at who lives here. According to my friend, lots of rich people. There are 2,852 housing units, which 600, 21% were vacant. 471 of the vacant units were for seasonal or vacation use. So some vacation, 21%. Like Saturn, 97.8% white, 0.3% African American, basically white people. So in town, 20% under the age of 18. 37% from 25 to 44. Median age, 48.8 years. Remember, Rye equals 48? How apropos. So the annual median income was 99,417. 99. 33 times 3, right? Medium income, 122,000. That's pretty well off. A male had median income of 60,000 versus 50 for females. Still pretty good. 60,071 per capita income. 5.1% of the population, or 51 Freemason. I don't know if this is interesting. This is kind of interesting to me. So, what else? So, public school, elementary. There are 2 private preschools. There's got to be private schools there. Notable people. Let's check at the notable people here. See if you can see this even more. Zoom. Oops. I went the other way. Zoom in. Zoom in again. So Craig Benson, who was the 79th governor of New Hampshire. He's from Rye. William Berry, first settler. Dan Brown, author of Da Vinci Code. Scott Brown, former U.S. Senator from Massachusetts. Judd Gregg, 76th governor of New Hampshire. Wow. Chip Kelly, head coach football of UCLA Bruins. He's from Rye. Dave O'Brien, ESPN play-by-play announcer. Television voice of the Red Sox. Herbert Philbrick, an advertising executive and business owner in Rye, paid by the FBI to infiltrate the Communist Party in the 40s. He's from Rye. Wow. Lawrence Tosi, chief financial officer of Airbnb. Liv Tyler, actress and daughter of Steven Tyler, are from Rye. Wow. It was the setting for the short story Marjorie Daw. Interesting, by Thomas Bailey Aldrich. Let's check that. Marjorie Daw, 72, like 72 Names of God. Something else was a 72. Oh yeah, it was Philip D. Winslow, the current select board head. So let's look up Philip D. Winslow. Should we? Philip D. Winslow. D. Winslow. As above, so below. Rye, New Hampshire. It's got his phone number in here. All right, let's check it out. Select board member. By the way, you're wondering what I'm eating. I'm eating this smoked salmon in a can, which is, I don't really do cans very often, but this is good, and everything's energized with my grander. It's amazing. Having that with noodles, gluten-free, some spinach, salt, and this liquid coconut aminos. Stuff's really good. Phil Winslow for select board. Select man. So, somebody saying he'd be a good selectman. Phil Winslow. He's been around for a while, huh? Winslow name. Definitely quite the name, 74. Look at Phil Winslow, 137. And from Rye. And Rye equals 33. Rye and NH equals 70. Are these same numbers? Good old Phil. And he's going to be a select man. 38. 52. Just like Winslow was 38, wasn't it? Yeah, Winslow 38. Select man 38. So 52 like Gematria, like Kabbalah. Select man for the select board. Select board. Freemason, like America. 193 to 44th prime, like military. I don't know. Kill. I mean, that's how the elite uses these numbers. I mean, numbers are numbers. They're neutral. So you put intent behind them. See if we can find more about his background. Got his phone number here. Phil, wow, he's 77 right now. He lives on 100 Harbor Road. And they tell you the COVID-19 status around Philip. 53 deaths around him. Isn't this interesting? If you can see this. Zoom in a little bit more. So he's on 100. Let's check out his address. 100 Harbor Road in Rye, New Hampshire. We'll do the whole thing. This is where he lives. Right, 115 like Masonic. We've seen this before with his last name, Winslow. Winslow also 115. I mean, I tell you, I didn't plan this out at all. Winslow 115. Where he lives, 115. I mean, the exact address and zip. Also 104, like select board. Craziness. Also 187, like ancient accepted order. Let's just do without the zip, without these numbers here. 83, looked at that before. Murder. 155, like Masonic ritual, like coronavirus. 72 again. All right, we're seeing the 72 again. And look, 83, the 23rd prime. We're talking about 230 before. right? Whole thing was 230. Shortened it's 83. And 72, that's been coming up a lot on this decode here. What was 72? The name of that book, 72. I wonder if they wrote the book there. And Philip D. Winslow's 72, and that's where he lives. Oh, God, isn't this incredible? So let's shorten it even more. Where was that? Oh. All right, sharpen it even more to just say the address. 52, seen this before. President number 100 Harbor Road is 52, just like Selectman. Right? What about Harbor Road itself? Harbor Road, 48. Like Rye. 84 Masonry. America number, United States of America, 132. Also, that's 33 times 4. So let's see if, here's his number. He's got email, rocket mail, his relatives May Winslow. He's 77 years old right now. He's a Sagittarius. He's born December 1st, 1942. Can you see this? This is like investigative journalism. All right, personal info. Sagittarius, December 1942. So 1942, December 1st. So his last birthday to, I think they went the other day. Wow. So he was born on the 335th day of the year, with 30 left, like Saturn. And they went over there, I think, yesterday. Day with 33 numerology, they go to Rye. Oh, jeez, 146 days apart. Catholic, 146. I think my friend's got like a Catholic name. I'm not sure if she is Catholic. 20 weeks, 6 days. Interesting. Like, kind of like 206. Like, what was 206? There was something that was 206 way back when we started this. Yeah. The full address is 206. And it's going to be 20 weeks and 6 days from when they left to this guy's birthday. I love gematria. So 1942, let's check out his birth numerology. Or 147 like Freemason if you count the day, and 21 weeks like Saturn, right? Also wasn't Rye 21. I think Rye was 21, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Rye 21. Oh gosh. 21 weeks. Hilarious. So this guy born in 1933, when was he born? 1942, like Freemason. All right, 1942, or like Saturn. It's got a nice piece of property right on the water. Ooh, he was born on a day with 74 numerology. Of course he was. Wow. Talk about born and bred to be named accordingly. This guy was named accordingly. Check out. So he was born with 74 numerology. I don't know if you can see that. Like, I didn't plan this at all. He was born with 74 numerology, right? Winslow equals 74. I mean, I'm not making this up. Winslow, 74. Born with 74 numerology. Right? Where he lives equals 115. That's crazy. He's a Sagittarius. Why not, right? Sagittarius. So 77 years, 147 days from his birthday. So he's a Sagittarius. Winslow. That equals 81. Like ritual, like his name. Right? 81. What else was 81? His name, Philip D. Winslow, equals 81. And he's a Sagittarius, equals 81. This is just amazing. So he's married to May Winslow. Let's look at his wife. May. May. 62 like Mason. May Winslow. You know, sacrifice number, God number, kill. So phone numbers. Here's his phone number. It's a landline. He's got two. He's got another phone number. How many phone numbers does he have? So he had a phone number in 2005, 2013, which was 603-863-3303. Then that was a landline number. And then it changed in 2016 to 603-279-3100. And now it looks like his current number, changed it 3 times, is 603-501-0995. So the man's had 3 different numbers in a short amount of time. So it was a single family dwelling unit. Year built was 2007. It's worth, look at that, $1,400,000. It's been there since 2008. So we just recently got that, right? That was 12 years ago. 12 years he's been living there. There's kind of a number in this, too, in this ritual. Here was his previous address. He was at 149 Dennett Street, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Let's look at this. So that's nearby, up north in Portsmouth. And look at that, 37. We're talking about 37 before. 154, like ritual sacrifice. 158, like Freemason. 140, the 14's around. Interesting. Because we saw 14 before in relationship to Select Board 104 or 14. We also saw it more recently. Oh yeah, the full address for where he lives is 104 or 14. And 307, the 63rd prime number, right? And Sagittarius 63. And 37, we were talking about 37 in relationship to what? What were we talking about? 37. 37, the 12th prime. 37. Oh, Odiorn point. 37. The reflection of 73. 73, that number about Rye, New Hampshire equals 73. Yeah, Rye New Hampshire equals 73, reflection of 37. So that's where it used to be. Let's check it out with this without all that. 322. Skull and Bones. Maybe this guy is Skull and Bones. There's a social distancing number. 106, that number of prophecy. Another 12. 120. Portsmouth. 149. The 35th prime. Let's look at that. 64. Zionist. 136. That was like his wife. Maybe his wife used to live in Portsmouth. A. Winslow, 136, same cipher. Wow, look at that. 54, then 53, 44, 45, 134, 135. She's closely related to this address, May Winslow. Maybe she's from Portsmouth. I don't know. What about Dennett Street? 121, saw that before. Erica number. See if we can find out more about this guy. Before that, so he was at that address from 2013. Past addresses. Wait a minute. Period of residence. So wait, he's been at this address since 2008. It was built in 2007. And then the previous address, period of residence, just says 2013. Huh. And then his previous address before that, 2008, 2013, I guess at the same time, was 45 Longwood Drive, Grantham, New Hampshire. Let's check out this. 136 again. Look at that. 136, 274, a number off from 273, right? 136 again. Remember 136 was the number of May Winslow, also 149 Dennett Street, 136 to 16th. Triangular number, which would lead us back to Mr. Winslow. Phil Winslow, 160 or 16. Let's take away these numbers here, the zip code. See what we get. 102, number we've seen a lot. 24. We'll take out the city. 136 again. Also 53 and 64. We've seen these numbers before. 136. Take out the numbers, see what Longwood Drive is. 55 and 44, we've seen those. This is Scottish Rite of Freemasonry right there. So, any more information? Another address in Center Harbor. Let's look at his relatives. May C. Winslow. Oh, there's a C in there. May C. Winslow. 137 as well. That's what they put that. Oh, the same gematria. Check it out. What was his name? Philip Winslow and her have the same, basically the same gematria. Phil Winslow. Show you that. So Phil Winslow and his wife, I assume. Look at this. 160 Phil Winslow. May Winslow 160. Also 61. 137 as well. And 56. It's like almost in every cipher, it's a match. Wow. So let's look at his other people. Jennifer Marie Pfeffer, Kelly Ann Talbot, Kelly A. Winslow, Stephen P. Winslow, Alexandra M. Pfeffer. So the Pfeffer name. I guess is important. I'm not going to do all of them, but this is interesting. 38, just like Winslow. 56 is what we were just talking about these numbers. 106, 16. Where was it? Yeah, 40 more. So there's some neighbors: May Bradshaw, Harry Lowell, Collier. Okay, let's check out May Bradshaw. Another May, right? May Bradshaw, 67. Freemason, you seen that? Number 4, Bradshaw. 140, like 14. She's 75. She lives on 106 Harbor Road. Anyway, we're getting a little off tangent here. Let's see if I can find a birthday for this guy. Bill Winslow Rye birthday. Huh. Maybe I just looked at this, but he's 77 right now. Oh, he's born in 42. I already found his birthday. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So they went today, and my friend's name, her last name's Andrews. The 42, the 39 we were talking about earlier. All these numbers we were talking about, except maybe the 42. And the friend, I think, was this 67, 41. And it's intersected by 111 and what was the other one she said? 115. Remember 115, a big number for that guy, equals 10. That equals 266. No, 226. 111 and 115. 226. If you write out 226 equals 93. 226. And 102. Wasn't that a number that we were looking at? 102. Right? May Bradshaw, 202. Julian, 22. 41, May Bradshaw. May Wilson. I was looking at the 102. 102, one of their address equals 102. One of their address was 120 or, 12, 102. All right. Oh, there's another one. Anyway, so this is on the fly, just looking at a town, and checking out the history and the politics. (1,345 Democrats, 1,815 Republicans, according to Wikipedia. 60. So that's interesting. I think that's so 1,000. All right, let's put this in a calculator here. Calculator, just for fun. Oh, it's 1815. plus, what was the other figure? 1345. 1345 equals 316. 3,160. That's how many people who voted in a town of 5,295. 5295. All right, let's do that. 5295 minus, it's nice that it has that still there, minus 3160. 2135 didn't vote, or maybe they're too young. I think that was the population. Let's look at the population for just a second. 5,298. 5,298. 5,298 minus 3160. 2138. All right, 2138. Rye equals 21. 38. Winslow equals 38. Adds up to 14 too. So I'm gonna end this. This was fun, interesting, and kind of what you can do to flex your muscles, you know, and just look at things and see what the code is, and notice how on down from a local level that these people are made, they're born and bred to be, you know. So thanks so much. Talk to you later, everybody.